Assalamu alaikum, family. Hope you're all doing well. Finally, we are in the week where the Fed is about to cut the rates, but we are still missing like it's going to be 0.25% or 0.50%. In the market, we are seeing the calendar, we are seeing right now that there is 0.25%. But yeah, the most important thing is what is going to happen at 8 o'clock on Wednesday, and then what Powell is going to say in the press conference. On Monday, we have festivity in Japan, so it's holiday. On Tuesday, we have two news for USD that came negative, 0.2% core retail sales and minus 0.2% on retail sales. On Wednesday, we have CPI that came same as the previous one, same in euro. Crude oil inventory, we don't have anything. We have the final interest rate of the Fed that here it looks like it's going to be 0.25%. Let's see. And then we have the press conference. On Thursday, we have the interest rate of GBP. They are not cutting interest rate because they are not considering to take any risk to take a rate cut right now. They may be have a rate cut on October or on November. Initial jobless gain, there is 232K, and that is positive, so it's a negative reaction for USD. We have Philadelphia Fed manufacturing, that is minus 0.6%, is better than the previous one. And existing home sales that came negative, that is negative for USD economy. Now finally we have on Friday interest rate of Bank of Japan that they are still maintaining 0.25%. Something that I want to clarify in the Bank of Japan. Firstly, they say that they want to have a rate cut. Then they say no, and now they are saying they are going to still raise the interest rate in the future in case of the economy is going very bad. Let's take a review of the two stars news. The two stars news today we have PPI on chef that came positive, and the forecast was positive. We have CPI that is we're gonna take a review on Forest Factory. We are having 0.1% is CPI monthly. In median CPI is coming less positive. Trimmed CPI yearly that came positive, and that means we maybe have some positive reaction on CAD. We also have some good news we have some news on Thursday about NSD. The GDP it came negative, and the other one that is in no forecast. On out, the employment change come less, so it's negative, and the unemployment rate is still 4.2%. So you maybe have some buys on euro out after what is going to say the Fed on Wednesday. The industry news are already done. Let's take a look of Twitter before get to the charts. This is the statement. President Trump is safe following gunshot in his vicinity. No further details at this time. The Trump assassination suspect was hiding in the buses with AK-47 with a scope, two backpacks, and a GoPro. The Secret Services agent were on one hall ahead of Trump, scoping out the area when they noticed the suspect. The FBI is now investigating the incident as an attempt assassination, making it the second assassination attempt on Trump in with 2 months. Trump was taken on the ground by agents after the pops rang out. According to the Secret Service, agents fired 4 shots at the suspect. It's unclear if the suspect shot as well. This is CM Group, and right now the probability to have a 50 points rate cut is much higher than the 25 points. So we maybe have some crazy result on Wednesday. We have to wait till Wednesday, but it's going to be very interesting for the markets having a 50 points rate cut. Let's take a review of what is going to happen this week. On DXY, I'm expecting having this bounce in 100,500. So we maybe have some bullish momentum right over here after watching the probability of 50 points of interest rate, of cut of 50 points on the interest rate. So USD CAD, I'm not taking any trades on USD this week. USD CHF is still bearish. All the pairs against USD is going wildly up. As you guys can see, we are having this bullish momentum. We have to remind that GBP is not going to cut the rates. I will be expecting having a bearish momentum right over here because of the GBP. Euro out can be one of the trades of the week, but I am willing to have this trade on Wednesday when the Powell is speaking. That is what I expect, having this moment, having negative news on Thursday, but we have to wait till Wednesday of what Powell said. On GBP chart, we maybe have this movement. We have to update it, and we are having this momentum. I will be expecting to having this can be one of the trades of the week. This is the third time we are finishing the week in negative in our personal account, but the risk management is still going very good. We are losing minus 1.20, minus 0.45, and 0.50. The risk management is so good, but we have to let the fear run and take the trades that we have to take, and let's see what happens because this is all about probability. I am still fighting with the team of FundedLions because there is no response yet, and I am missing my trade in GBP Chef. It's look like it's gonna be a trade that I will not be part of. We have a lot of patience, firstly with the funding account and now with the trading. Too many patient, man. Today on Tuesday, I just opened a trade on Euro out. In this position, I am currently risking 0.5%, and I was waiting to open it another trade right over here, but it didn't open because of the spread and 0.3 pips far from the entry point. So I was waiting to have maybe some time, some retracement right over here for tomorrow when we have the interest rate of USD and then we have the up movement. Let's see what happened, but this is my analysis, risking in total 1%. DXY is about to hit our area that we have 100,500, so we maybe have some bouncing right over here and waiting for what happened tomorrow. The position that we had on Euro out, they both operation hit stop loss, and now it's right now in the entry point. We have to follow our plan, and before the FOMC we are having this retracement, we are having this moment on Euro out. Today in the morning, after coming from the gym, I received the account of FundedLions to start doing trading again. Put a bad review on Trustpilot, and then I could reach with the support, and then they managed to correct the mistake, and we have the account, but we can't take any trade till tomorrow. What is going to be the result? We are all expecting 50 points. I am expecting having 50 points. In case we have 50 points, the market is going to be very up. Yesterday, we have some news on the CPI of CAD that came as we expected. The only CPI was different was the monthly. That was the inflation, the CPI, and it came as we expected. They are still very high. Some of the operators are expecting to have a rate cut on GBP tomorrow. That we will talk tomorrow, not today. And we have the CPI that on Euro that came 0.1% in comparison of the 0.2%. That is a little bit positive, but the yearly was 2.2%. That is what we had to take a look. 2 seconds. 1. Here we have the volatility right now. Everything is going wildly up. I think they are cutting 0.50 points. They are cutting 50 points. Euro out is going bearish, but all the pairs again this one are going wildly up. I was telling right now we're gonna have the interest rate on November after the election of the United States, and then we have on December. So we are willing to have 2 rate cuts starting from 50 points and 25 points. That is what they are willing to know. Yesterday was a day that I will never forget because I couldn't take a trade. Well, I didn't take that trade because of fear, and I'm gonna explain you what happened to me because it was really hard. It was really painful for me yesterday, and I was talking with some colleagues, and I was telling them I am about to go to the shit because I can't bear this pain. And it was because I didn't take this trade on gold. This is the trade that I didn't take yesterday. In 2,600, I didn't take it because of fear, and it really hurt me like too much. Risk ratio 26.7. If I was risking 1%, I could win 27 times that amount. And that was the thing that I was frustrated, but I talked with my friend and he told me that forget about that. And I said to myself, when I am prepared, the luck will appear, and the luck will appear in an opportunity. So yeah, something that I wanted to talk about you guys. Okay, here is some in the news. We are having this bearish momentum on GBP. We're gonna talk about that now. Okay, the news was unemployment, and it came much better because it's less. We have the Philadelphia Fed manufacturing that came positive. We have a positive reaction, and we are having this bearish momentum on GBP. We have to remind that GBP didn't cut the rate cut. There were 8 people in favor to maintain the interest rate, and only 1% vote against this policy. Euro out was yesterday, we can't say fantastic because I took some 20 pips of trade when Powell was speaking. It was right over here. Powell was started speaking right here at 8 o'clock. Well, 8 o'clock was the interest rate, and I took the trade almost 8:45. I took this opportunity to close the trade in 20 pips, and then we have this bearish momentum. The analysis that I talked in our beginning of the week was having this bullish reaction on 1005, and we are having it. We are seeing a really pump right now, and it came all the way down after Powell speaks yesterday. What Powell said yesterday, let's have a small resume of what he said. They plan to lower interest rate up to 4.4% in 2024, which means 2 cuts or 25 points this year, up to 3.4% in 2025, and up to 2.9% in 2026. Okay, the unemployment rate for 2024-2025 will be 4.4%, and 2026 will be 4.3%. The GDP of 2% in 2024, 2025, and 2026. They will raise the project unemployment rate, but keep the expected GDP at 2%. The inflation has decreased markedly, but is still above our target. Low-term inflation expectation seems very unsure. We are not declaring victory over inflation. So that means Fed is not saying that they are willing to rate cut on November and on December, the same as they did yesterday. So they are thinking to add maybe they cut 25% or maybe 50%, and if they have to pause, they will pause then the chance to cut the interest rate. I took a trade while the GBP interest rate was coming up. I see this big candle. This was the trade, the initial trade on 4-hour time frame. I didn't take it, okay, because it was very close to half the interest rate, so it was better for me to don't take it, any stupid movement. But when the interest rate came, it was start having a bullish reaction, and then right over here, I had a small position to have 20 to 25 pips of margin and trade in intraday. Right now we having the position on GBP USD that currently it's giving me good pips. Let's see if start going down. Right here I will close the 80% and let the 20% run with break even, and let's see how everything is going to end.
GBP USD just hit our first TP, and we just put the break even. We close 80% and let the 20% of the profits run. So let's see how it ends.
What is going on, family? Today is very wonderful day because it's raining outside, and here I am enjoying in the charts with a coffee that I just finished. I'm going to take a look at what happened in the market because this week was very intense in comparison with the previous one, in comparison with the NFP. We have the interest rate that we were expecting, and we have some news on the Bank of Japan and Bank of England. So let's take a look of it. Week is why it's really bouncing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or 10 times is bouncing from this place 100,500. So we can say this is a very strong support that we have right over here. GBP USD, the trade that I had yesterday on my personal account, it was close on break even. In the morning we have some news on GBP that we're gonna talk it right now. I was thinking about to add in another position in my personal account, but it's Friday. I am not in the mood to take a trade, and then in the beginning of the week have another stop loss. So it's better to be outside the market. I'm willing to have another entry in case of something happen like this. Like this. That will be the perfect trade in case of something happen. EuroCAD is still in range. this all over the place since Tuesday. And on gold, we just hit all-time highs again in $2,699 per ounce. That is totally insane. You have to keep your gold with you. We have in the beginning of the day interest rate, the Bank of Japan. They talk about what they are expecting. We're gonna see in a very few moments. We have positive news on GBP, and we have some better news for retail sales for CAD. So yeah, it was really good news for that. We have yesterday 2.19k unemployment claim on USD that came positive, much more than we expected. So that was a very good news for start having a bullish reaction on USD. The Bank of Japan, this is the statement of the monetary policy. They are saying the economy is still they are getting better, much better, but this is nothing clear at all. So in case they have to increase the interest rate, they will be doing. So that is why we have the pump in all the pairs and in GBP. So we will be looking for have some buys at this moment. If you could take a buys on GBP, look at the candle that we have. This is a trade that I didn't take it. It was part of another things, but it would be this week was very bullish for all the pairs against GBPY. बहुत अरसा हो गया कि मैं अपनी ट्रेडिंग जोड़ना नहीं दिखाए. Basically मैंने अपडेट की नहीं थी पूरा महीने सितंबर की, but I just did it. This month of September we are 0.46% after having a very bad start of the month. We in the beginning of the week I was minus 1.50% because I have this stop loss and this stop loss, okay, and we have these 5 TPs, but as you guys see, it's not 52.5 pips, it's 30 pips, 9 pips, 6 pips, and that is intraday trading. That is something that I recommend you. That's all for today. Hope you all enjoy this vlog. Let's go for more profits. Let's finish the month of September. Next week is the last week of September in the best way possible, and let's earn some pips and beat the market. Allah Hafiz.